Hey you guys, I'm back with my third story time for today. And honestly, today we're going to be talking about how my manager tried to hit on me one time. And honestly, I just thought, you know what, why not do this? Give y'all this juicy story time. So get y'all snacks, get y'all popcorn, get y'all tea, get y'all water, because it's going to be some juicy tea. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Also, just comment down below what y'all think about the story time once it's done. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for your girl to give her some support. And also, I'm just gonna be getting into why I want to tell this story time. Honestly, when I first went through this experience, it was just really traumatizing for me to go through. I was just really hurt and distraught. And honestly, this kind of led me to quitting my job as well. And just thinking back on this, now I think I'm allowed to share my story time. At first I tried to share my story time on this YouTube platform, but it didn't really work out as the way how I wanted to. It just didn't really make sense for me to tell the story time because I had just quit the job. But honestly, we're just gonna get right into the story time. Also, once again, get you your snacks, get you your food, get you your dinner, get you your popcorn, your chips, your, I don't know, get you anything you want, get you your ice pops, get you whatever. I know it's summertime, y'all, so get your little late night story time summer snacks, and we gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna just start with this whole job. So originally, there was a lot of stuff that was happening with this job. We would just get a lot of, so basically, one backstory is that me and a lot of the women that worked at the job, we would get a lot of complaints about how the men acted in this job, just how the men would just act very unprofessional at this job. It was just so much stuff that was going on. When I first came at this job, a lot of the managers would tell me how nobody really liked how the men worked at the job. And basically we just had a whole cycle of how just men would just work very unprofessional at this job. They wouldn't really do their diligence at this job. We would have so many incidents at this job. I remember going through so many situations with men at this job where it was just inappropriate for me, and I just felt uncomfortable at the workplace. But we're just gonna get right into what really needs to be said on this story time to clear the air with all y'all who are watching and supporting me. I remember, so this day was a cloudy day. I remember this day was this was just a day where I was just, feeling myself, I would it wasn't really too much going on this day. It was just a normal day where I, got ready for work, and I think I didn't have school this day. So, on the days that I didn't have school, I went to work. So this was a day where I had no school, but I had work. I had work, I think, from 5 to 10 p.m. Yeah, I had worked from 5 to 10 p.m. So I was getting ready for a short shift. And, it was just a simple shift. I was just chilling in my room, chilling in my bedroom, going on about life, getting ready for work. And originally my mom was going to be taking me to work because at the time I did not drive. So, my mom was taking me to work, and I get to work. Everything's fine. Everyone's chilling and whatnot. And, when I first came to the job, I remember this day where the manager, he literally would he was making a joke about how what was it? He was making a joke about how he was trying to hire somebody, but the person was only 17, and all of us were just laughing about that. So, when I first came into work that day, it was just a grand old time that I was having. It was a very grand old time that I was having with everybody all in one of my coworkers. It was really fun. I clocked in. I got myself settled. I got myself a drink, and I just started working. I was serving people. At this time, I was doing very well at my job because I've been at this job for I think around 6 months almost. And I was just doing my due diligence, working at this job, cleaning up everything, cleaning up the bakery, washing cups, washing thermostats, everything, just sanitizing, doing my daily routine when it comes to starting my job. And serving people, talking to customers, being nice to customers. So this started out as like a nice work shift. Like nothing really was going on. Everything was chill. And even everyone was in a good mood. Nobody was irritated. Nobody was frustrated. And I'm still working, I'm still minding my business, enjoying my sweet own time by myself, minding my business. And, I'm working, I'm like putting the cups away, whatever like that. And next thing you know, the manager comes and, so this is a backstory. Whenever my manager would like be near me alone, like he would always joke with me, but he would joke with me in a way where it was just so unprofessional. Like he would just, sorry, there's also background noise, but he would literally just joke with me in a way where like it was just so like it would be funny, but at sometimes it would be super unprofessional and I just wouldn't understand what he was saying. Sometimes he would like kind of curse at me in a joking way. He would try to laugh it off. So backstory, the a manager kind of just lacked when it came to like being unprofessional. Like he didn't really have common sense when it came to like being professional towards like young teenage adults who are actually women, especially even people of this color. He didn't really have common sense of like how to act with like people who were like young at the age of like 18, 19, 20 years old. Like basically he didn't know how to act when he would approach college students. So there was really like no boundaries when it came to him talking to college students. Everybody would complain about this. Everyone complained about this. There was like no facts. Like everyone would complain about this whole situation. So the manager comes to me and he's like, hey, like, can you make me a peach iced tea? So mind you, in my mind, I'm just like, oh, okay, like nothing wrong. And mind you, like at the time, like I was really good at making drinks. I like literally there was managers complimenting me on like, hey, like you literally make drinks super well. Like people loved how the way I made drinks. Like people were calling me the best barista at this job. Like it was kind of crazy to me. So he was like, hey, like, can you make me a peach iced tea with light ice? So, I get the ice. I just put light ice. I get me the peach tea. It was like super easy. I make him the peach iced tea and then I hand it to him and he literally takes it from me. And this is what he tells me. He tells me, thanks, boo. Thanks, boo. Mind you, he literally says it and he says it in a smirking way. He says it in a smoking inappropriate way and his eyes literally move. His eyes changed drastically. He's like, thanks, boo. And he's like smiling with me. He's trying to act gayish with me. He's trying to act girlish with me. And mind you, nobody was at the cafe at this time. When he said this to me, nobody was at the cafe. The cafe was completely silent. The cafe was completely dead. I think there was like a few people that were like working in like that were just playing around in the back. Mind you, I was the only person that was actually working this. Like I was the only person working this day. Nobody else would help me with the bringing out cakes to customers. I wasn't getting any help when it came to like getting customers like cakes, serving customers plates, utensils. I was getting no help when it came to like serving customers. I was working by myself this day with a whole long line of customers by myself, and everyone else was just in the back chilling, laughing off. People were playing around in the bathroom. So it was like just me and the manager in the cafe. That was it. And nobody else witnessed this until later on. Which was the assistant manager. So basically no one was witnessing this of what was happening. And so I think two boys were like in the manager's office. So it was like, no, it was the assistant manager who was in the manager's office, and it was also my friend, male coworker at the time, who was also at the manager's office talking to the assistant manager about like hours, because he was trying to like get ready to play like pro soccer, and like he would just talk about like his hours how it interfered with like soccer and work, whatever. So it was my coworker who I was friends with, and also the assistant manager talking in the male's manager's office, and then you also had the team leader who was in the bathroom basically just talking on the phone. I don't know what she was doing, but I think she was cleaning the bathroom. Sorry. Yeah, she was cleaning the bathroom. And so basically no one was witnessing this. So then the manager, he's like laughing, trying to be all smirky with me. He's trying to be smirky with me. He's trying to be flirty with me. And then next thing you know, he asks me, hey, how's he asked me how's school. So I'm like, okay. So now in my head, I'm like, okay, so like we're off topic. I could like talk about, now we could like get into a base one-on-one level where like we're talking about something that's like a little bit more professional, and I could like be more comfortable with like talking to him. So he was like, oh, like how's school? And at the time my behind was failing Italian class, because at the time like I think I forgot to turn in an assignment, and like I was like failing Italian class, and that was like stressing me out that same day I was stressed out about like my Italian class, like, and me having an F in that class. And I was talking to my coworker about it, like, hey, like I have an F in this class. I'm so stressed. And also it's at the college level. Like I cannot fail a class at the college level. Like my parents were paying my tuition. I cannot fail this class. So I was kind of stressed about that. And I was talking, and this was the beginning of the fall semester, mind you. And I'm also a college commuter. So this was the beginning of the fall semester. And so I would tell my friend, like, hey, like I'm failing this class. Like I don't know what to do. And also, so then when the manager asked me that was what was stressing me in my mind. That was so by the manager trying to flirt with me and like do that all that inappropriateness with me, that was putting more stress to my mind, because I'm just like, why do that? Like I'm already having a stressful day, like why even add more stress on my plate? So anyways, he asked me how's school, and I say, oh, school is good, although I'm failing Italian class. So this is what I tell the manager: I'm actually failing Italian class. I don't know what to do, because mind you, I'm an honest person. I never like to like be I like to be really honest with like my coworkers, anybody, and like just tell them like what's really going on with my day. Like I like to be very honest with people. I don't like to really like be fake with people. I was a really genuine worker when it came to like being friends with like all my coworkers and stuff like that. I was really genuine and honest to all my coworkers. So he asked me how's Italian class, and I'm like, hey, like yeah, like Italian class, it's not really going well. I'm failing the class. And he's like, how are you feeling? How are you feeling Italian class? I'm like, school just started. And then he calls me dumb. He's like, you're dumb for that. He says like, you're dumb for that. And I'm like, wow. So now I'm kind of just feeling like, wow, like am I really a dumb person? So he kind of just like, it just made me feel so angry of like how a manager like this could be talking to me so disrespectfully like this. And so now I'm starting to think like, is this really professional? Is this job really for me? Do I really feel safe for this job? If this manager can like just say whatever he wants to me, act unprofessional to me, and just be inappropriate to me. So he was just like, how are you feeling class? School just started. Like, how are you feeling class? School just started. Like, what is going on with, like, this is crazy. And he was like making fun of me, all that stuff, just making fun of me, everything. Like it was kind of just mean, like it was just rude. And even like the assistant manager, other times at work, the assistant manager would even witness the manager bullying me sometimes as well. So mind you, in my head, I'm just like, so this manager really just tried to flirt with me. This manager really called me boo, basically, inappropriately. And now I'm just like, what do I do? I'm just like, and when a manager like talks to you in a certain way like that, should you stay at a workplace like that? Because what if the manager can go farther and like do something more inappropriate to you, or even do something dangerous to you? Like it could get worse, the situation. Like, you know, so you never know what could happen. So now I'm kind of stressed, and like I don't really know if I should really stay at this job. And I'm just more and more stressed about like what just happened to me. My coworkers asking me like, hey, like, are you okay? Like, do you feel okay? Like, what, like, are you okay? And I just lie to him, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm fine. I'm just stressed about like something else. I kind of lied to him, like I kind of lied to him about like how I was feeling. I just said like, hey, like I'm fine, like there's nothing wrong with me. And then like, you know, I'm so stressed about the situation, and I end up like actually going home. And now I'm home, and I'm like, I don't know if I should really do this job anymore, because I'm just like, the way how I was just kind of talked to is just kind of stressful towards me. Like I don't really know how to go about this whole situation. So now I'm kind of like torn apart. I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of upset. And then the next day, I tell all my friends, and I'm like crying about this whole situation. And you know, I even told my friend in Italian class this whole situation as well. And she was like, yeah, like I don't know what to tell you. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like this is kind of weird. Like is this, like I told my friend the whole situation, and she asked me like, hey, like is this guy Southern? Because Southern male guys will do this. Like mind you, this guy, he was 40 years. He's like a 40-year-old to like 50-year-old white man, whatever like that. And he's like doing all this inappropriate stuff towards me. And I like tell my friends this, and they're like, yeah, like I don't know what you need to do. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like this is kind of scary for you. Like my friends were scared for me. They're like, this could go worse. Like just quit. Basically, my friends told me just to quit. And I think one of my friends like, don't quit. Like people were like telling me not to quit, don't quit. And then I like cried to my manager at like my on-campus job about this situation as well, because I had two jobs. I was working an on-campus job and also an off-campus job. So I was trying to also my manager that was like that I worked the job on campus to as well. And she was like just telling me like, hey, like if you don't feel safe, like just quit. Like if you don't feel safe, just quit. And I was like, I kind of don't feel safe anymore. Like I'm kind of scared and traumatized by the situation, like in just all. So I'm just like, I don't know what I should do. And then eventually, like last minute, I decided to impulsively just quit. Though decided to impulsively quit the job. Basically, I decided to like quit the job. I decided I'm not gonna work here any much longer. And then I think the next day I ended up telling my parents like I don't want to work here anymore. I decided to like quit this job. I decided I'm not gonna work here anymore. And I sent like my friend a whole text message about the whole situation, about like me just not wanting to work here. And I think eventually like I eventually just like never came back. I literally never showed up to work any day. But then after that, I kind of felt bad about quitting. And now, like till this day, thinking about it, I'm like, I wish I could just come back to the job. And I think now, like there's like a new manager at this job. Like I think the manager that was doing all this stuff to me eventually got fired or whatever like that. I think he's now fired, and there's like a new manager now. And I don't know, I kind of just felt so like that was just kind of just so crazy for me to just like experience as like someone who's working their first retail job. I just didn't really like how like he would talk to me. It was crazy. But yeah, I ended up quitting that job for good. I was like moved on, whatever like that. People were like so surprised when I quit too. They were like, you really quit this job? Like that was a good paying job. I know, but it's just like I just don't take unprofessionalism. I don't take people like treating me like that. I don't take inappropriateness. Like so just like I had to like just leave ASAP. I'm just like this could get worse with the manager. Like this could get worse. This could go farther. Like this was just an insane situation for me to go through. Like I didn't know what to do at the time. So I just kind of just quit. I left it at that. And that was that was how I quit basically my first retail job, my first barista job, and like basically how my manager hit on me basically. Comment down below what y'all think about this. Comment down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I have more story time to like tell you guys, more series to like tell you guys. And yeah, make sure to like leave a review. Continue to support your girl. And yeah, toodles. See you next time.